Welcome everybody. Welcome to Skool News, April 8th, 2025. And today we've got a new set. So Johnny's going to show you a few different angles. We've got this angle, got this one.
Whoa.
That one.
Whoa.
That one.
Whoa.
Which you already saw. And this one. And so here's the news for today. So new set, which you're watching right now. And then Q1 2025 recap. So we're at the end of Q1 for the year, and we want to have a look at some of the things that we fixed and shipped and that happened in Q1. And then Hormozi was spotted at a rave, and we're going to show you some pictures.
Proof.
Okay? Proof. We'll show you proof. So at the end of 2024, we noticed these problems. Like the first one was, we heard there was a bit too many hustle bros, and there's nothing wrong with hustle bros, but when there's only hustle bros hustling hustle bros, it can get a bit crazy. And so we wanted to make Skool a bit more balanced, right? Also, some people were doing some pretty sketchy things to try to win the Skool games. It was a bit too scammy. And, that's probably mostly our fault for, giving away Cybertrucks and running a 30-day competition for a monthly recurring revenue business. And then, the end result of these two things, if you're not careful, is the brand reputation, right? If there's too many hustle bros, if things are a little bit too scammy, then that's not good. And so we wanted to fix all of these things. We noticed these things towards the end of 2024. And I think in Q1 2025, we improved these things dramatically. Like the new Skool games, we just finished the first quarter. And it had no pump and dumps. Like we didn't even need to do anything. Like no one even tried, right?
Zero.
Which is like amazing because we used to spend so much time dealing with that. And there's more wholesomeness. Like the types of groups we're seeing emerge on Skool and win. There's like a guy that plays the trumpet. There's a drum and bass DJ. There's like, it's such an awesome, diverse group of people that are winning, which is great. And with the 90-day period, like people have much lower churn. Like there's a real focus on lowering churn. So I think this was like a huge win. The next one is discovery is much better with improved categories, curation, artwork, and search. So, if you haven't checked out discovery, the types of groups that, are showing up now are really interesting. Like Brotherhood of Scent, it's about fragrances, calligraphy, pickleball, business with Tom Bilyeu, Tom Aspinall, MMA, music, chess, manifestation, something about monsters. It's much more interesting and much more diverse, which is really good to see. And we also simplified the number of categories. We used to have something like 24 categories, and now we only have about 10 or 9, I think. So it's a lot more simple, and the categories are one-to-one with the Skool games. So what you see here in Discovery is also what you see in the Skool games, right? Which makes things nice and simple.
Yep.
And we also improved the search results and, the people's artwork as well. I think people are making a much more effort to improve their artwork. We also merged Skool games and Skool community into one community called Skoolers. And I think, the culture we've seen emerge there is pretty interesting. It's like much higher quality, the types of posts. There's less posts for sure, but it's higher quality. And we're seeing new stars like emerge in there. So, one that we've seen here is Josh Madakor. He's at 108 grand MRR with 11% churn. And
Ooh.
This is like the ultimate. We want people to get to like 100 grand a month and have sub 10% churn. And he breaks down his whole process and philosophy here, which is awesome. And we're seeing a lot more of this. Like, having low churn is a flex, and that's a really good thing.
Yep.
Like, it means people are building great stuff. So, you know, there's a different type of culture in Skoolers now, and I think it's going pretty good. And then we've got Skool News, and that keeps us in a tight feedback loop with you guys, the creators. And I think this is like our 6th episode.
Yep.
Right? We share what we've shipped, and we keep everyone on the same page. And then we just upgraded the set to this. Tell us what you think of this set.
Yeah, boy, drop it in the chat.
Are people like it, or
they were pretty excited when it first dropped. There we go.
Are they saying that it sucks?
You suck.
And then membership churn, as like platform wide, has decreased from 30% to 18% over the past 12 months.
That's insane.
Which is really cool. So like, this isn't, you know, we really want to get churn down. I think it's something people hide from. Like, someone has high churn, so then they say, oh, I'm never going to sell a recurring product ever again. So they go back to one times where no one can churn. But I think churn is a really interesting number. If you've got high churn, it sucks, but it makes you ask the right questions. Like, why?
Yep.
Like, what's wrong with my stuff, right? And I think when you get your churn down, your customers are happier and your product's better. Yeah. And so as a platform, we really want to optimize this. So like, we're tweaking all kinds of things in the actual platform and in the software and UI to decrease churn. But also all of the creators on Skool are learning things about structuring their content, their calls, their community and everything to get churn down as well. And it's working, which is awesome. And then we shipped new merch. So if you go to the Skoolers group and you click on merch, we have all new merch. The sweatshirts now come in 3 colors, black, blue, and green. And instead of it being printed, it's now embroidered. And we fixed the tight neck problem, which was awful. Someone referred to it as a birth canal. So, you know, the new sweatshirts fit a lot better, and they're embroidered, and they come in 3 different colors. And these prices are like stupid cheap. I actually think people might not be buying them as much because we made them so cheap.
But they're good.
But they're actually better. And the reason why it's so cheap is because we just lose money. Like, if you're in America, you get free shipping too. And then international, I think we cap free shipping. I think we cap shipping at like $15 or something, which, by the way, it costs us more than that.
Yeah.
So go ahead and buy some merch. Help us lose some more money. Get yourself some good stuff. There's also some cat stickers. Little sticker pack here. This is we don't actually lose money on this. This is our highest margin product. And there's a value pack where we lose even more money. So yeah, don't be afraid to get some merch. The tees also come in black and white. It's higher quality. It's better stuff. Yeah. We shipped Skool Games Awards.
The big reveal. Ooh.
Look at that. This took us like almost 1 year to organize.
And don't get us started on losing money with those things.
Oh yeah. We lose money on these too.
A lot.
And it comes in a really badass box as well. And everyone who wins the Skool Games gets one of those awards. They also get a professional photo with me and Hormozi with their award. Yeah, so they're pretty badass. Seeing it in real life, it's like solid metal. It's like super high quality. And then we also organized fancy new Skool Games events. They're now happening in LA and they're happening quarterly, so 4 times a year. And it's a totally different event this time around. And we've gone ahead and made it a lot like higher quality. We've tried to just lift the standard and the bar of quality across Skool. even in this set, right? Like our merch is high quality, this Skool news set's high quality, the awards are high quality. Yeah. The groups, a lot of the groups you see on Discovery are high quality.
Yep.
Groups that are winning Skool games are high quality. Yeah. So go us. And then what did we ship? So here's a summary of like the, some of the biggest things that we shipped. So, this new Skool games and leaderboards, which you can see here. So they're happening quarterly now, and you can still see all time, and they're broken down per category. The top 5 in each category win, right? One-time payments for membership. So now your group can be free or it can be paid. And if it's paid, it can be monthly, annual, or just one time, right?
Yep.
And so we did that. Moderator role improvements. So now if you want to make someone or how roles work, we improve the moderator role here. So, now you can make your members moderators, and they can help you with your community. They can moderate, they can post in comments, they can approve members in, sometimes if you've got a ton of membership requests and you need to check who's legit and who's not, you can get your power users to help you with that. We basically created changed the moderator role so that they've got some powers of an admin, but not the dangerous powers of an admin.
Yep.
Right? So we improved that role. Discovery, boosts, and penalties. So here, you can see, I might zoom in a little bit. So now in Discovery, you get boosts if you've got high quality artwork or a high quality about page. If you've got an interesting niche or authentic human engagement or an active owner, right? So you get a boost in your score. And there's also penalties. If there's bots or fake accounts, spam or low quality engagement, low quality artwork, an about page, if you run payments off platform, if you've got really bad customer support or the owner's inactive, all of these things will penalize your ranking in Discovery because we want to provide users with the best experience, and we want to, surface the groups that are really good and not surface too much the groups that are harming people, because otherwise that's not good. Yeah. What else do we do? Discovery language filter. So now on Discovery, you can filter by languages. So German, bam. Here's all of the groups that are in German. And there's a bunch of different languages here, right? This is great for international communities. And star status for the top 1% of Discovery. So, growing your MRR, that's one kind of status. And let me go to Schoolers here for a second. We show status here. So growing your MRR is one kind of status you can earn as a creator on Skool. So highest earner is the GOAT, Ninja, Diamond, Crown, Rocket, right? But then we wanted to introduce something that's for quality too. So if you rank on the front page of Discovery, page 1 in your category, you get a star emoji next to your name, right? And then there's one if you're active, fire. If you get a 30-day activity streak, you get the fire status. So we introduced that too. And there's a few members that have all three. They've got an MRR, a fire, and a star.
So cool.
Yeah. We added a sort method for categories. So this one, if you go to categories, now when you add a category, you can select who can post in here. Is it only members? Is it members and admins, or is it only admins? And then you can select the default sort method, right? Now I'll show you why you might want to use this. Well, first of all, I can tell you how this idea came about. It was at a Skool Games event. There was that coin community,
yep.
Crypto coin community, and they had a category called coin picks.
Mm-hmm.
And it was admins only. So only the admins could post the coin picks for obvious reasons. But the problem was it was sorting by latest comment. And a lot of their members were buying coin picks from like a month ago and it wasn't working. And he was like, man, please let me make it sort by newest, right?
Yep.
And, you know, we kind of had the same thing in the Schoolers community. If you click on updates, you don't want to see the latest comment. You want to see the newest update, right? So you can see here that our updates category sorts by new, right? Even gems sorts by new. Fun sorts by new too, right? But discussion just or here we make it sort by top this week. And then the all is just, you know, sorting by default, right? So that means there's always something new when you come into the community in the all tab. But if you want to see like what's new, bam, it works. What's the latest good thing in gems? Well, here you go.
Yep.
And you can see, by the way, a lot of people are talking about their churn, low churn, low churn, low churn, low churn.
Yep.
Yeah. Fun. What's the latest funny thing? Right. Yeah. So now you can achieve that with sort, method, and categories. Oh yeah, we already talked about this, but the merch tab in our community. And a lot of people want this in their community too. So we're going to give it to you guys too. At first I thought, well, maybe this is just a Shopify integration. It just pulls in your products from your Shopify. But then I thought, man, setting up Shopify really sucked for me.
Yep.
Honestly.
Yep.
Maybe they don't want to use Shopify. Maybe they want to use something else. What are they saying in the chat? Like, is there a different type of thing they want to use?
Well, what do you want to use, guys? Jason says he hates Shopify. Shopify would work. No Shopify, please. So
maybe Shopify and Teespring or something like that.
Yeah.
We can do some more research.
We'll
but you guys are going to get a merch, the option to sell your own merch or whatever in your own community. Because we think this is an important part of community building. It's fully not necessary.
Yep.
But if you want to go that extra mile, right, and make the most badass community ever, I mean, badass communities do have merch.
Yes,
right?
100%.
Yeah, so at least you got the option. V3 support form, pretty boring, honestly. But now if you go to Help Center, and if you go to submit a support ticket, now it asks you like, what group do you need help with? And I can show you what your members will see here. If your members try to come to us for support, right? You probably don't want that. You probably want them to go to you.
Yep.
So, you know, now it looks like this. It will show like the different admins, right? And you can chat with them and you can see when they were last online, right? And so that's an improvement.
Yep.
The affiliates feature. It's just one word in this list, but this one's huge. Now you can incentivize your members to refer their friends. You just click on affiliates. You can select how much commission you want to give people. You can turn on an affiliate program with one click, and bam, then your members will be able to invite their friends and earn commission. Big feature. Show affiliate cancels behind filter. So now if you go to your affiliates and you look here, you can see the active ones or canceled. So seeing who canceled or who's canceling too, we show that in trial canceling. This helps you basically know, oh, where did that affiliate go? If you were earning money and then they're gone, you know that they canceled. But if they're in trial and then you see they're canceling, you can message them or whatever.
Yep, we give their email as well.
Yeah, we give their email too. So big improvements to the affiliates feature. We also shipped the maps feature. So now you can turn on a map in your group like this, and you can see where everyone is in the world. And I know some people put themselves in like...
Jenna, Artin, come on.
The attention seekers. So yeah, we also added some things here so you can immediately, bam, see where you are. Like this one just goes straight to where you are.
Oh, you just exposed your location, Sam.
Oh no, there's my house.
Well, there is the 10-mile reduction in location for safety. So.
No, I'm joking. That's not my house. But yeah, we add 10 miles of noise to the locations so that we're not like doxing anyone. You can also remove yourself, change your location, all of that. But this is a really cool feature, and members love it because they're always wondering, like if they've bought a course or if they've joined a program or something, they're always wondering, is there anyone like me or is there anyone else here?
Yep.
Is this real? And of course the owner's going to say, yeah, this is real, believe me, but they're kind of biased.
Yep.
But if you see someone else that's in your country or lives near you and you meet them or talk to them or become friends with them, it makes the whole thing so much more real.
Yes.
We increased price limits to 10 grand for everything. So now you can charge 10 grand per month, 10 grand per year, 10 grand for a course, or 10 grand one time. So literally for everything. We also released a feature where you can change your URL more than once. So, initially you get one URL change for free, right? But if you want to change your URL again, if I go to like Dollar Club and I look here, general, see, I've already claimed this URL, skool.com/dollar. But if I click change URL here, I can change it, and it will, you can do that for $100. Before you couldn't change it at all, right? So this is big for people who were stuck like that.
Yep.
Affiliate commissions on courses. So now if you've got a course, let me go to a course. Let me edit this one. Let's say it was buy now. I can turn affiliate commission on for this, right? Or off. And this just uses the same affiliate commission percentage that you set at the group level, right?
Yep.
So pretty cool.
This is good for free groups as well, because if you have a free group, before the affiliate scheme, there was no way for your members to earn money. But now you can have a paid course in a free group, and your members can refer to your free group and then make money when people upgrade to the course.
True. Pin post redesign. So now pin posts have this yellow thing around them. It used to have this solid yellow ugly bar.
Yep.
Now it looks a bit better.
Yep.
Filter and sort menu redesign. So this one used to be like open it up and have anxiety and close it quickly and never open it again. Now it's just 3 little things and they have little icons, right? And so then if I change to like updates, I can see it changed. Oh, see? And then if you sort by top, we also pop open this. So you can like sort top per day, week, year, all time, whatever.
I use that a lot.
Yeah, this is quite cool if you want to explore like what are the best, what are the most popular things in a group of all time or per month or whatever. Then pinned comments and notifications for pinned comments and pinned posts. So now you can pin a comment. I think we did it. Where did I do it? I did it on, maybe it was here. Yeah. So this is what a pinned comment looks like. So if there's a really awesome comment on a thread, you can pin it. You just go like this and then you click pin comment and it will show at the top and it will also have this yellow border around it. Now this could be great if someone's provided a really awesome comment or an answer to a question, or maybe it's a big discussion and then you want to kind of close the discussion by saying, thank you everyone for your input. We decided to do this or not do this, and boom. Yeah, and then when you pin somebody's post or when you pin somebody's comment, they will get a notification telling them, because you want to make people feel good when they provide something of value so that they do it again, right?
Yep.
And if their comment or post is pinned, they're obviously going to get more likes, and that means they'll get more points and go up levels, right? Then the member onboarding feature. So now when your members join your group, they can see a video. And if I go to plugins, onboarding video here, they see this video that tells them how, oh, that looks very pixelated. What is up with this? So they will see this thing here where they can watch an intro video that we provide by default, 60 seconds, find a post they like and leave a comment and download the app, right? And it will tick these things off. And what we've noticed is that when people like something or leave a comment, and when they download the app, they're much more likely to retain, both as a free member and as a paid member.
Yep.
And so if you want to have a high retention group, high engagement group, or low churn group, these things will help you for sure. And you can customize the video by, clicking change, and you can put your own one in here. We're also releasing an update in a couple of days where you can actually just turn this off completely if you want.
Yep.
I don't think that's a good idea, but there's probably some use cases where they really just don't want this.
Yep.
A
lot of people are saying, do you still get a notification when you pin your own post?
No, we removed that. I thought that was a good idea because how else would you know that people get a notification? But everyone seemed to think it was a bug.
Yeah.
And they didn't believe me that it was a feature. We also just silently shipped this one and didn't tell anyone. Cart abandon email sequence for paid groups. So if you've got a paid group, there's 2 steps to our sign up flow. Step 1 is you've got to create a Skool account if you don't have one. And then step 2 is enter your payment information to buy, right? So if somebody visits your group about page and they complete step 1, but not step 2, which is a decent number of people, by the way, because obviously the payment step is high friction. We will follow up with them by email. I think we send 3 emails over 3 or 4 days at some times, and that will help your conversion rate. So it just happens out of the box. You don't need to do anything. It already works for you. So that'll help paid groups with their conversion rates. Free trial improvements. So there was a bunch of these. You can now, if someone's in a free trial in your group, they can now skip it and upgrade instantly. We used to do a 14-day free declined period. If someone was in a free trial and then they declined, we would keep them in there for 14 days. Now it's 5 because people didn't like that. And then on the cancelling and churned members tab, we now differentiate between trial declines and cancels. This is a big deal for people running free trials because you can tell, hey, is this a customer that's declining, or is it a customer that's canceling? Or is this a trial that's canceled, or is this a trial that's declined? And it's all clear now. And then on your churned members tab, you can see, did this member churn because their trial ended, or did they churn because they canceled as a customer? Right?
Very cool.
Important things. And then group switcher updates. So now we show more things in your switcher. You don't have to click see more anymore. It just instantly loads them all. And you can reorder your switcher just by dragging and dropping like this. Pretty fancy, right? And then you can also pin things to your sidebar like this. Boom, 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 boom. You can see them popping up over here. And you can even drag and drop them from here.
Ooh, satisfying.
Yep. And you can hide things too. Like let's say I want to hide GIF. Well, boom. Now I don't see it anymore, right? So yeah, now you can do, and you can drag and drop from here too. So you really can do a lot of things with this new switcher. It's a lot better. So yeah, not bad for 90 days. That's everything that we shipped in the past 90 days. Plus, we made all of these improvements to the community and the games and the school news and the video set, the awards, the merch, all of it. What does everyone think?
It's been a good Q1. Cedric does fires, Artin says W, Cedric says cool, Daniel Bissonette says amazing. It was a lot of things, and sometimes in the day-to-day it doesn't feel like a lot, but when you look back at Q1, that's a lot of stuff.
Yep. So, covered the new set, Q1 recap. Now, Hormozi spotted at a rave.
Ready? Proof.
There's proof. Wait, they can't see it. Give them a close-up, Johnny.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, see you next week.
See ya.